All right, testing, testing. Make sure this volume is up. All right, testing, testing. Make sure this volume is up. All right, Con, we rolling in the spirit. All right, hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine that is being pushed throughout the four winds of the earth, primarily by the men of Great Millstone and those that follow the likewise doctrine. All right, to you and to you only, we say shalom. Okay. And may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai continue to rain down grace and mercy upon you and your households. Okay. As you can see in the title, I put Re, which Re is response. And this will be a response to Apostle Tahar's video dealing with Rev.6. What is GMS take on Rev.6? In particular, verse 2, because he had featured a video that came off of he goes by the name of Deacon Hakah, that false prophet, that wannabe, his God is money, hireling ass nigga at the TGC Ministries. Okay. He featured a video from his Instagram, which I have. I'm gonna play it. That deacon was calling out the UPK or the ISUPK, and then that group featured a former member of Great Millstone, Los Angeles, which we knew him by the name. We called him Yawanah. That was the Hebrew name we called him. The light skinned nigga, man. That high yellow bitch made. I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. You know what I'm saying? Because the last time this nigga popped up on the scene, he did an interview. And he was basically talking reckless, and he was straight up lying on his experience here in the Great Millstone, Los Angeles branch of the body of Great Millstone. Okay. And he was straight up lying. Okay. And I remember Elder Barak had did a video, and he did a video on the response to that. But Elder Barak didn't, he went in, but he didn't go in like, you know what I'm saying? We basically spared the nigga. You know what I'm saying? We basically spared his little bitch ass, because we really could go in on Yawanah. That's what we knew him as. We knew him as Yawanah. Okay. And he got on that video, that interview. Matter of fact, the interview was called Surviving a Fake Israelite Camp. Okay. That's what he basically called us fake. And he know damn well that he's the only fake one. All right. See, ISUPK don't know that nigga. We know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I've been to his mother's house. Okay. I've been to his mother's house. This nigga's been at my crib, stayed the night. Brothers took him in. Brothers tried to make him a man, but he's a broad. All right. He's a buster. And, you know, after watching Apostle Tahar's video, he stated, brothers out there in Cali that notice, man, we speak on them. You know what I'm saying? Because last time you did the interview, we spared you. Elder Barak had told your best friend from the world, all right, that's still in the camp, pushing strong, still enduring, all right. Because he had did a video about you after you did that interview, and Elder Barak told him to just hold on to it, don't upload it. So the spirit spared you, but here you are, thinking you this great teacher when you're not. Okay, you're nothing but a follower. You don't have your own mind. You have zero leadership capabilities. And the only reason you teach the way you teach is because you came up under Great Millstone. That's the only, same with Captain Tazariak. Okay, that's the only reason you sent. That's why you rose up to the ranks so fast in ISUPK, and you know that, nigga. You know that. The only reason you're on that level is because you learned under Great Millstone, and for you to call us a fake Israelite camp because of a council that we had with you. But what about all the things that happened before we had that council with your little punk ass? All the mercy brother showed you. All the love brother showed you. You getting kicked out of your mother's house. You getting kicked out of your own fucking house by your own fucking little 4-foot woman chasing your little bitch ass down the street. Who came to your aid, man? You fucking phony. And I wasn't even really mad until I looked up that video, the surviving the fake Israelite video, and then I got mad, man. Then I got mad because you little punk motherfucker, you. Matter of fact, let's jump right into this, man. So let's go here. Okay. Let's go here to the Instagram post on this week. Sellout ass nigga. His God is money head ass nigga, Deacon Hakah. He calls every other Israelite group black Israelites. And he sound like the white man now. If you go back to all the old videos when he was with Sakari, even his beginnings of Genesis, right? He don't sound like the way he sound now. He sound like the white man touched him. And the white man did touch him, all right, and came and got his little weak ass to sell out. Okay. So he says ISUPK black Israelites believe that they are the white horse in Revelation. All right. And then he shows this little weak bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna show you right now. And by the way, no, the ISUPK is not the white horse. No Israelite group is the white horse. The white horse represents our Lord and Savior, Yahushua. All right. Not Yeshua, neither Christ. And both of these groups use those names. Genesis or TGC. Now they calling on Yeshua. And then ISUPK, they would say Yahushua every now and then, but the most that comes out of their mouth is Christ. Christ this and Christ that. Most High Christ. All right. All these Israelite groups outside of Great Millstone, all right, that are not teaching the correct doctrine that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has bestowed upon Great Millstone, all of them are phonies. They're frauds. And like we always say, are they elect amongst them? Of course. And they gonna see it. All right. They gonna see that the men that they're following are fucking frauds, man. Okay. Especially this nigga on the screen and this next nigga um that you're getting ready to see in the all red. So let this play and I'm gonna pause it on this little punk ass.
EK black Israelites believe that they are the white horse in Revelation chapter 6.
You hear the way the nigga talk? This nigga done switched up all the way. You know what I'm saying? You niggas are phony. You're frauds, perpetrators, false prophets, man. Just as Yahweh Shai said, all right? Many false prophets is going to be here in these last days. Matter of fact, let me get that. All right? Because, of course, we keep it biblical, but this is a cuss out session as well as edification for the elect on Rev.6 and 2. All right? So let's go here. I'll read both of these. Matthew 24 and 11. And many false prophets shall rise. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing all these false prophets rear their heads. Okay? All of them are false prophets, man. Okay? You go to all their pages, they all got the AI gimmick on the still frame. You know, they all asking, begging for goddamn money. You know, I was just on ISUPK Hollywood page, and they got pay your tithes. You shouldn't have to put that on the on your page, man. Because if you're truly teaching the truth, now yeah, you may do a video or two concerning it, but those who follow, if they truly believe and sincere, they're gonna pay. They're gonna do what they supposed to do. You know? But we know that you niggas are nothing but hirelings. And the only reason you're doing this, you're using Yahweh Shai for a cloak of your malicious ass ways to line your pockets. And you, Yahweh, we know you, man. Let me calm my spirit down. I hope the spirit allowed me to run into you. I really hope the spirit allowed me to run into your little yellow punk ass, man. So I can look you in your eyes. The last time I saw your little punk ass and you saw me and you sent me a video, but then I tried to download that video, you erased it. You know, you erased it. Because you knew that you fucked up when you went and joined first you went and joined Shield of Wisdom. But they seen that you was a bitch ass nigga. Cause when that scuffle y'all got into that scuffle on Hollywood Boulevard, you ran off like a bitch. You left those brothers. You left them. And you ran off, nowhere to be found. Okay? You straight up left them brothers. Yeah, I know about it, bro. You little hoe. Matthew 24 and 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And that's what you seeing. You seeing these false prophets. And if you're deceived by these weak ass niggas, man, that's the Lord don't like you. That's what the Lord does not want you if you allow these little weak ass niggas to deceive you concerning what the Bible is talking about. Okay? That means the Lord don't like you. You don't have the mind capacity to see that when a motherfucker's full of shit. Okay? You can't compare and contrast like the scriptures tell you to, pursuing the Malachi the 3rd chapter. Matter of fact, we're gonna get that next, right? You don't have that mind capacity to compare and contrast who serves the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and who doesn't. So the Lord give you over to those who don't. Because all in all, you full of shit. 1 John 4 and 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, right? Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. So, as an individual, it's your duty. It is your duty to try these spirits out here that is teaching the word of the Heavenly Father. You can't be wooed and amazed at the glitz and the glamour, the rhinestones and the goddamn shades, the G wagons. You know what I'm saying? You can't be wooed by that. And a lot of you are wooed by the material shit. You're wooed by the gimmicks. You're wooed by the cookouts. You know, the motherfucking talent shows, the gathering where you got all the women in there and the babies and everybody dancing, and you got some weak ass nigga on stage with his whack ass rhymes. You wooed by that. But you not supposed to be wooed by that. You supposed to follow what the Bible says. Now let's get Malachi, the 3rd chapter. I believe it's like 17 or something like that. Yeah, 18. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna start at 16. Malachi 3 and 16. Key point is the 18th verse. It says, then they that feared, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord. And what you gonna find out is these dudes don't fear the Lord truly. All right. You gonna find that out. Watch. You just keep watching. You gonna find out that these dudes do not fear the Lord at all. Okay. Especially they get on camera and tell you um to take the goddamn JAB. ISUPK. I wonder if you took that Yawana. Did you take the jab? Yeah, I wonder, did you take it? You little weak ass nigga. You probably did because they told you to. Nigga, you ain't never had your own mind. Nigga went from great millstone being built up, truly being built up. And I'm not just saying that, man. And brothers that is watching this, um, that know that nigga, that dealt with him, you know, I'm talking about brothers in the camp. Do a video, okay, to expose this little fraud. All right, because that's exactly what he is. He's a fraud. We were nothing but brothers to you up until it was done. All right, it was done when we brought you to that council and you got your ass cussed out. There was mad mercy shown to your little punk ass nigga, and you know it. I can't work because I feel like I'm gonna fall out the truth. Man, shut your punk ass up. Nigga called me breathing heavy and panting. Oh, can you come pick me up? I'm like, yo, what's wrong? Where you at, bro? What's up? I'm gonna be at the bus stop. I get to pick your ass up and I'm asking you what's wrong, and you tell me your woman chased your little punk ass. Yeah, I bet UPK don't know about how bitch made you is. And what did I tell you? I told you straight up. I said, man, don't you ever call me like that, talking about your woman chased you out the house. Got me smashing to come get you because I don't know what the fuck wrong. Because you called me from a payphone at that. And you gonna call us fake? You little high yellow bitch ass nigga, you. Salakia, man. From 16 again. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. You don't never hear Great Millstone. If you hear us say anything other than Yahweh Shai, it's for edification. So those who don't know the name will say something like, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his true name is Yahweh Shai. We the only camp that do that. All these other groups don't make that that significant stance when it comes to the name. They'll just say Jesus Christ. They'll say Christ. They'll say Most High and Christ blessed, without coming after that with the true name of the Lord, because they are not of Yahweh Shai, man. And y'all finna find out, man. Okay, y'all gonna find out. Verse 17, and they shall be mine, all right, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels. And that's what the Lord is doing with the true men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, with his true men, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's true men. He's making up his jewels right in the face of everybody. Okay. And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return. And this is now. All right. The knowledge is out there. The true prophets are out there teaching the word. And now we are returning. Okay. Then shall ye return and discern. Okay. The Lord gave us a brain for a reason. Let's look up this word discern. All right. You're supposed to be able to discern in all aspects of life, especially the truth. Especially the truth. Okay. The Hebrew word is ra'ah. Ra'ah. All right. Which means to seek, to look at, inspect. Beautiful word, inspect. To perceive, consider. Right? To see, have vision. All right? I mean, we get the point. To cause to look intently at. Okay? And this videos of him out there at the camp with us. They somewhere online. I don't know where they at. Where he's actually cussing out the ISUPK. You know? And I remember another thing, man, when the whole biker jacket thing went down. You was the first little bitch ass nigga to call me nervous. You're like, man, Jake gonna fall out because of this. And what I tell you, I said, so what? I said, so what? If a motherfucker fall over that, that's on them. But what it was your little punk ass was shook up. Every time something happened, this nigga was calling around, nervous. Cause you ain't never been right. And you over there with the UPK putting on this facade. They gonna find out you a hoe. Watch. They gonna find out you a hoe. That's one of the things they don't tolerate, man. They don't tolerate, according to them, they don't tolerate that coward bitch shit over there at the UPK, man. And nigga, you a snitch inside a gangster party over there. Okay? That's what you is. Because if they really knew who you was, you would be up out of there, bro. Because you put on a facade, and the way you teach, I'm gonna say it again. The way you teach the holy scriptures and what you know, you didn't learn from fucking General Yohana, nigga. You learned that from Great Millstone. Nigga, it was us giving you homework, building you up. You talking about under the command of General Yohana, this, that, and the third, that allow us to teach these Bible scriptures the right way. You was a liar, nigga. And the Lord gonna deal with your high yellow ass. See, we spared you, nigga. We wasn't gonna really, you know what I'm saying, speak on you. We just gonna just let they'll find out who that nigga is eventually. Okay. But you know, Yahweh, you know, and we know. And most importantly, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai knows, nigga. So again, I hope the Lord let me run into your ass, man. I really do. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna look you in your eyes and see if you really have become this uh uh you know big, bold, and bad motherfucker you portray on camera. I really want to see if that's you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really think it's you because I believe you drove past the camp a few weeks ago. And I was like, is that whoopty whoop? And nigga, you kept your hands on 10 and 2, looking dead straight forward. Didn't even want to look over our way. And I believe it was you, man. I truly believe it was you. You know, when we first got rid of your little punk ass, my son was about 4 years old when you was working at Wingstop. You remember this? Yeah, I'm bringing it up, nigga. I came in there. I didn't even know you worked there. I came in there with my son to pick up my order, and when you noticed it was me, when you seen it was me, nigga, you damn near. It was like a, and I ain't shit. Let me say that I'm not nobody. I'm just a man that truly believes in this word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But when you saw me, nigga, you looked like you seen a ghost. And when I realized it was you, I just kept looking. I'm like, man, is this nigga right here? And I'm looking, nigga, you never look back to the front. And I knew you seen me, but because of the way you was acting like you was in the frying that motherfucking chicken, man. Scared to look my way. Wasn't nobody finna do nothing to you, man. You just scary ass nigga, man. And you've always been that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you supposed to be any tough guy, anything in this truth, but you over there at the UPK portraying like you tough. Portraying like you learned everything you know from General Yohana. Nigga, you didn't learn from General Yohana, nigga. You didn't tell that dude in the interview about you call us fake, right? You didn't tell him how we would give out homework weekly. You know what I'm saying? How we would allow, bro, if brothers had problems, if you had anything to say, now is the time to say it. Every week at the end of camp. Nigga, you was lying on that interview. You just got emotionally hurt like a bitch, like the broad you are, when Elder Barak cussed your punk ass out. When Elder Barak then cussed many of us out. And he don't just cuss nobody out for no reason. Nigga, you know that. Yo, man. So anyway, to the word discern, to cause to look intently at, all right? To behold, cause to gaze at, all right? So when the Lord opens up your mind to this truth, all right, you're supposed to, as the scriptures say, let's go back, Malachi 3 and 18. Then shall ye return. You know you an Israelite. You know that you're the people that's written about in this book, right? The next thing is, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, because amongst the nation of Israel, you do have the righteous and you have the wicked. Okay? The scriptures tell you that my people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Okay? They take away the name. Look at the TGC Ministries. They were wrong. Now the name is Yeshua. Okay, I was listening to, before I turned the camera on or hit the button to do this video, I was listening to Apostle Gabar, Apostle Aram Lab, Elder Yashawamba, and Elder Gabar Yahawada out in Hawaii. I was listening to the live stream they were doing, and I was cracking up laughing. Because what's TGC Ministries talking about? He say they gonna escape damnation and just become what did he say? Something servants. So they gonna escape the missiles, be up in like Elder Wamba said, they gonna be up in the chariot handing out jello shots, nigga. Showing you the bathroom around the corner. No, these dudes are sold out, man. So you have righteous Israelites and you have wicked Israelites. Point blank, period. During the time of Moses, you had Moses, which was the righteous, and who was called and sent by Yahweh, all right, at the time. And then you had those wicked ass niggas, Corey, Dathan, and Abiram. That was the adversary to Moses. And what the Most High do? He made an example out of them niggas, man. Swallowed them niggas up in the earth because they had a problem with Moses. See, you niggas got a problem with the men of Great Millstone. Nah, you really don't have a problem with us. What you have a problem with is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because they sent us. That's who you have a problem with. And let me tell you right now, you niggas' arms are too short. They too short to box with God, nigga. So again, verse 18, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. You have both. And it's on you as an individual believes in this truth. It's on you, okay, to discern who's the righteous and who's the wicked. Who shall I follow and who shall I dismiss? That's on you. We all had to do it. I had to do it. Okay? Because before I came across Great Millstone, I came across the House of David. Their old videos when Bishop Nate was a part of them. When he did the breakdown of the name and when he did the 12 tribes breakdown on that old House of David page. I'd never forget it. But I knew something was missing. Because on those videos, on that page, I don't know if it's still up, but on that page, they had no street speaking videos. They had 0 street speaking videos. I had no idea of what a street speaking video was till that night. I was at work and the Spirit had, back then when on YouTube, or still kind of do now, but it was a lot more playing on YouTube back in 08. And this was like the beginning of 08. Where certain, based upon what you would watch, you would get other videos in like manner that'll come up on your the videos that'll come up as you're watching, or you might not have been watching, but videos will come up concerning things that you've watched. And I'll never forget the still frame that I clicked on that changed my life. It was Apostle Tahar, and he was pointing at the Caesar with the horns on his head and the Baphomet chain and whatnot. That famous picture, when you go to greatmillstone.info, you can get it. You can see it. As a matter of fact, I'll show you that picture. Let me see if it's here. Yep, this is it right here. Okay. This was the picture that Apostle Tahar was pointing at. And when I seen that, I was like, what the hell is this? And so I clicked on it, and all I heard was fuck the, you know how especially back then, the white man is the devil, cussing with the Bible, and I immediately clicked out of the video. I immediately clicked out of it because and it shot me back in my chair, and I remember asking myself, "What the hell did I just watch?" It wasn't like I was, uh, like what the hell. It was more so I found it. What the hell? But it startled. This Holy Spirit startled me so much because without even finishing watching the video, I knew that this was what I was praying for and this was what I was seeking for. But it startled me so much, I X'd out of the screen. I sat there for a couple of minutes, contemplating in my mind, should I go back? Because again, I'm on Department of Defense computers. I'm at work at this time. So I got up, I went and checked the hallway, make sure nobody was coming. And then from there, I was hooked like Neo. Just a quick little, rundown on how I had to discern. Okay. So anyway, back to Malachi 3 and 18. It says, then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. And I'm going to tell you right now, these niggas do not serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, especially this nigga right here on the screen. His God is money. And I know that for a fact because I met this nigga in real life. Okay? His God is money. Okay? And he's using Yahweh Shai, or as he calls it, Yeshua in Christ, as a cloak for his malicious ass ways of getting money. And he didn't hit the jackpot because Esau came to the nigga. Esau came to the nigga because he had a following, and Esau offered him some bread, and of course the nigga took it. And now he's switching up all the doctrine. Nigga did a whole 4-hour live stream, called himself breaking down the book of Revelation, and he was going all the way the fuck off. Okay? Who the fuck gonna sit through a 4-hour? I just skimmed through it. And all the whole video was nothing but him reading from paragraphs that the white man probably gave his ass. That's what the whole video was. He was reading from different paragraphs that he had up on the screen that the white man probably gave to his little weak ass, soft in the middle ass, little bitch ass nigga too. You ran when niggas tried to kill your leader. And they didn't know where you was at. So use another little hoe ass nigga. Alazar brought that out. How when some niggas rolled up and got the shooting, you disappeared. Oh shit, man. It be always these weak niggas, man. It's always these weak niggas, man. That for some reason. Well, really, it's the Lord. The Lord set these niggas up as stumbling blocks to weed out the rest of you weak motherfuckers. And if you don't like the way I'm talking, man, go watch something else, man. Straight up. We not the PC Israelites here at Great Millstone. We be cool. We try to be cool. You know what I'm saying? But at times, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all take us back to y'all take us back to 07, 08, 09, 2010. Because y'all some fucking phonies, man. Y'all are fake. You niggas are fake out there, man. Like when I was watching Dallas on Friday, I felt everything Elder Ariala was saying, man. You niggas are fake. You're a bunch of fake ass niggas. Frauds, man. So anyway, let's play this. Let's play this, man.
Out of the 4 horses, let's take a listen.
They mean the
Let me back it up a little bit. Let me see if I can. Oh, this don't have a rewind. But this is the yellow nigga. This the yellow nigga that's basically getting ready to tell you that the white horse on earth is the ISUPK. Which I get what he's saying, but nigga, you off, nigga. You off. And I pray Yahweh Shemi Hawashai allow me to run into you, man. I really do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you, man. You know, brother showed your bitch ass how to drive so you can get back and forth to work. Gave you a car that you were supposed to pay, but you never paid. Brothers took you in their homes without charging you nothing. But you didn't have, you didn't even want to help yourself. Man, you got the nerve to call us fake, but let's listen.
understanding of them. Forget about what you heard in the Christian church. Forget about what you heard from your fake Israelite group and what they teach about, the book of Revelation. This is the official breakdown of Revelation chapters 1 through 22 right here. Israelite School of UPK, 1 West, under Commander General Yohana. And without further ado, let's break down Revelation chapter 6. If you could.
1 West, under the commanding General Yohana. Nigga, you didn't learn from General Yohana. You didn't learn from the ISUPK. What you know and why you rose up in those ranks the way you did is because you were under Great Millstone, Los Angeles, nigga. And you know that. You know that, nigga. Your little goofy ass. This is you a fraud, man. Nigga, we would have nigga, take that Mitri off your head. You gotta watch out for these type of niggas with the Mitris. Motherfucker got shield the Morgan David, as they call it, all over they goddamn garments. You gotta watch out for the rhinestones on their wristbands and all that. Motherfucker got the Morgan David chain on. These are the niggas like back in the world when I used to play ball. And we'd be out there in the layup line and we'll look at the opponent and it'd be a nigga with the wristbands on, the headband. He got on the brand new shoes, maybe the Iversons. You know what I'm saying? He looking clean and spiffy. I would be like, man, I got that nigga. Because he looked the part. I want to see if he really liked that. And me and my teammates would be laughing. Like, yeah, I got him because I know he ain't like that. And that's exactly what you is. You look like that, like you like it, but you ain't like this, bro. You ain't no priest of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. You playing. You playing because if you was real on this interview right here, let me pull it up. If you was real, you would have told the truth, nigga. You didn't tell the truth in this interview, and you know you didn't. If you had any ounce of realness in your body, nigga, you would have told the truth on this interview, nigga. And you got up here and you lied to the world, nigga. You lied on us. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say nothing about how brothers took you in and housed your ass. How brothers got you jobs. How brothers gave you a fucking car. How brothers would drop shit, what they were doing to come pick you up and save you because of the shit you was going through. You didn't mention none of that, but you mentioned the council that brought everything to a head. You didn't mention how before the council, how you showed up to my crib with your newborn baby, thinking I was gonna feel sorry for your ass, knowing I worked night shift. Nigga show up to my motherfucking doorstep. I'm in the bed. Nigga rung my doorbell. I was like, man, I'm not getting up to answer that. Who the fuck at my door? I ain't expect. I'm thinking it's like somebody, trying to sell some Jehovah's Witness or something. So I stayed in the bed, but the nigga kept ringing my doorbell. I got up and I seen it was him. I opened the door. I didn't even let him in at first. I said, "What's up, man?" Because he already knew what time it was. And nigga, you told me when you came in my house to talk to me, you said that thunder and lightning that had happened. I don't know if it was the night before or a couple nights before. You said that you felt the Most High was mad at you. And you tried to come over there for a pity pat party. And you tried to read what is that, Matthew? If thy brother shall offend 70 times 7, forgive him. So you tried to butter me up, nigga, and I wasn't going for it. I said, man, we gonna have a council and we'll talk then. And I sent you on your way, nigga. Now, why you didn't mention that? Why you didn't mention how you showed up to my house with your newborn baby, nigga? Nervous with your Bible. Because you knew. You even told me. You said you felt the Most High was mad at you during that thunderstorm. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my witness, man. I ain't up here lying on you, nigga. I wasn't even thinking about you. This would happen when you allow these young, and we was guiding you the right way because we knew you was young. We knew you was young, man. You were being guided the right way. You wasn't up in the ranks up amongst us, nigga. You know you wasn't. But as soon as you get amongst these other niggas, these other groups, you shoot through the ranks. Because you came up under us, nigga. You was learning under Great Millstone. That's why you shot to where you shot to over there at the ISUPK. And that's the same reason Tazariak shot to where he shot to at the UPK, because he learned from Great Millstone. Okay? And when you was at Shield of Wisdom, because that's who you went to first. You went to Shield of Wisdom, but when y'all got into that scuffle on Hollywood Boulevard, when there was some real shit was going down, where you had to defend yourself and defend brothers, nigga, you ran. You ran, nigga, and you left your other brothers out there. And that's why you no longer with them. And in this same interview, you said the head priest over there, Priest Awam, you just said he just disappeared. No, Priest Awam's still teaching. You disappeared, nigga. You ran. All you little fucking weasels amongst Israel like this nigga moving around trying to reinvent yourself. Nigga, the Lord see you. So let's go let this play.
You see it in the heavens, in the sky, you will see a man on a white horse with a bow in his hand, going forth conquering and to conquer. But on earth, you would see the Israelite school of UPK. You will see the men of God standing up for the word of the Most High, conquering and casting down all falsehood.
Phony. You's a phony, nigga. You done went over there to the UPK and they took your little peanut-sized brain and told you that the commanding general Yohana is second under Yahweh Shai, and you believe it. Matter of fact, in this interview, which we're gonna go to that, you said when you got to link up with the UPK, and when you rolled up on them niggas flipped you on the vehicle and patted you down like the police. And your response was, "Oh yeah, this is it." Like what, nigga? Because they frisked you? You knew that they had the truth because they frisked you down and checked you for weapons? If they would have known you, they would have known this nigga wouldn't harm a fly, man. So anyway, before we get into that interview, let's go to the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, because as you heard him say, okay, I can't rewind.
And strong imaginations.
Wait.
Such bizarre understandings of Revelation.
And this dude sound like the whole white man now. Such bizarre understandings of Revelation. Man, you's a phony too, man. Man, I can't wait for the Lord to allow us to get at you niggas, man. Or the Lord just get you niggas. You niggas are too phony for me, man. Ooh, man. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta laugh. You know what I'm saying? To calm yourself down. Because, you know, Jake, brothers, true men who believe in this thing, man, we really believe this, man. You know, we not playing. We not doing this for nothing but our hope of salvation. Okay? The hope that the Lord is going to have mercy on us, man. And when we see these niggas that's phony and leading the people astray, it irks us. And then they lie on us. And especially them knowing us lie on us. Man, you don't it makes your blood boil, man. And we got to take it. Because we know and understand it's part of the territory. It's part of believing in Yahweh Shai wholeheartedly. All right. Matter of fact, it tells you that in the book of Peter. All right, let's get that real quick. Let me see. How's it go? They speak wickedly. Let me see. No, that's not it. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it. Give me a hot second. If you know what I'm talking, all right. Let me see. I know it's in Peter. Bear with me a hot second. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the scripture, man. I forget the actual terminology, but Lord will, I'm gonna find it. Yahweh Shemel Shagon. Yep, found it. Bam. Call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. The key point is the second verse. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. And he was amongst us once. Deacon Hakah was amongst us once. That nigga used to come all the way to Seattle to LA to read for us. You know? He had ulterior motives. It says, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. And that's exactly what the TGC is doing right now. They are bringing in nothing but damnable heresies, man. All right. And then the UPK with this yellow boy, this high yellow boy, right? They talking about they the white horse on earth. That's not scriptural, nigga. It's only one white horse. And that's Yahushua. Okay? Who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them. That's what you niggas are doing. The Lord bought you with his blood, opened up your mind to understand this pure truth because you once, or at least you was acting like you believed it when you was a part of Great Millstone, when you was amongst Great Millstone, right? Now you denying it. This nigga Hakah, he didn't sold out to goddamn money. Money got that nigga. You know, Esau got his thumb in that little nigga's ass. And then this nigga over here, this yellow boy, Yawana, he got ISUPK, General Yohana thumb in his ass. Like you didn't learn when you was amongst us, nigga. Everything you know, you learned because of Great Millstone. And now you just got a UPK glaze over it. Because you're commanded to worship the commanding General Yohana over there. And you might be getting a salary. You might be getting your little pockets laced. So again, it says, even denying the Lord that bought them and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And that's what's coming. That's what's coming next. The Lord gonna destroy you little, you weak-minded ass niggas, man. And everybody that follow you. All right. And many shall, here we go. And many shall follow their pernicious ways. Let's look up the word pernicious. All on the video and shit, that interview. You go to the comments, powerful interview. You know. It says pernicious. The Greek word is apolia or apolia, right? Destroying, utter destruction of vessels. So you have destructive ways. The people that are following you, you are leading them to destruction. And that's on them. All right? That's on them. Here it is. You people following these weak ass niggas, giving them money so you can be destroyed. Crazy work. Crazy work. It says a perishing, ruin, destruction of money. Deacon, we know your God money, nigga. I knew your God was money the moment you pulled up in that Benz, nigga, and I was watching you from afar. You didn't even see me watching you, nigga. You didn't even see me. I was watching your whole movement. I was watching you, nigga, peeping how you was slithering around. I was like, yeah, that nigga not right. You know what I'm saying? I was in my little bucket. Yeah, nigga, I was in a bucket. Yeah, 93 Escort. It says, oh, by the way, that same bucket I was in, I remember I had little yellow boy in the back seat. We was on our way to camp and we had gotten to an accident on the 60 freeway. And the sign in the back of the in the back of the trunk, it slid when we got hit, it slid up and clocked your little yellow ass in the back of the head. Yeah. Yeah, I used to pick you up, nigga. I used to pick you up for camp damn near every week. Say I didn't. Why you didn't tell him about that on the interview? I used to go out my way to pick your little bitch ass up. But we fake. Yeah, all right. It says the destruction which consists of eternal misery, which ain't no eternal, and that's one thing The UPK teaches. Matter of fact, Yellow Boy was teaching it. He taught that there's a place where you burn in hell. And he tried to use Luke, the 16th chapter, the rich man and the Lazarus, to justify it. Nigga, you a false prophet. You never learned that at Great Millstone. All right, so go back, finish this out here in 2 Peter. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, destructive ways. Many are following. You following these niggas, giving them money only to be destroyed. That's crazy. The Lord hate all y'all. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall evil be spoken of. And that was what you did, nigga, on that interview. You made it seem like we didn't have the way of truth, which is cool. That's cool, because we still growing after your little punk ass left. All right. The Spirit of the Lord is still dealing with us over here at Great Millstone, Los Angeles, and Great Millstone, period. The Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is still dealing. We understand and know, yeah, we're going to have to take slanders. All right. Motherfuckers lying on us. All right. As it just said, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And that's what you did in that interview, nigga. You was speaking evil concerning us when the Lord set us up out here on the West Coast through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, set us up as the way of truth. All right. And you was speaking evil, nigga. If we were so evil, why you come to us? UPK was already out there. Shield of Wisdom was already out there. Matter of fact, your father was in Shield of Wisdom, wasn't he? Why didn't you go to them at first? You a phony, nigga. And I spoke to your father on the phone, and he told me personally. He said, "Hey man, he said, hey man, I appreciate what you're doing with my son, man." I stopped him right in this as he was talking to me. I said, "Hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me, sir. Thank you, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai." And you was right there. Tell me I'm lying. And when I said that, your father, I heard it in his voice, he rejoiced. Second Peter 2:2 again. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. All right. And that's what you did, man. And you ain't, and if even if you do an apology video, it's still fuck you, nigga, for lying on us, for lying on Elder Barak, for lying on myself and the rest of the brothers out here, man. Nigga, we treated you like a straight up brother, man. Brother, you put brothers' lives in danger. And you even mentioned that in this video, how the essay, you know what I'm saying, your woman's I don't know if it was her brother or her cousin or something. You came to the car talking about get up out of here. And the brother seen the little nigga coming. And he was getting ready to do something. But the Spirit had the brother pull off quick. And then you tried to say, no, that didn't happen. Nigga, it was more, them brothers, I pray, hey, Dawada, Micah Allah, y'all brothers go in, man. Because out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. You said that they was lying. Nigga, they wasn't lying on you. When you were staying with the brothers in the valley, brothers was, trying to coach you to get your ass up to be a man and get out there and get a job. And you talking about, oh, I already did that. And the brothers Zakar just walked out the room on your ass. So before we do this, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. Let's get Rev.6. All right, because as Apostle Tahar said, Revelation, the 6th chapter, is not talking about any of the Israelite groups on the planet Earth. It's talking about our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And Yahweh Nah, he has no business being in the position he's in. He ain't got no business. But hey, he there. And you know, the Lord gonna show you exactly who he is. Watch. Watch, man. All you false prophets. Revelation 6:2. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So what he basically said is, when you look in the heavens and you see that, and which that's metaphor talk anyway. All right. Which is gonna happen. The white horse represents the chariot Yahweh Shai is gonna be in. The bow represents the laser beams. He gonna be blasting on not only the armies that come up against him, right, but buildings and destroying all the idols of Egypt. All right. That's what the bow represents, and that's pursuing to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right. When you read that chapter, it goes in depth of Yahweh Shai coming on that white horse, which represents the chariot, the huge fathership that he's going to be in when he comes back. All right. So the nigga said that and then when you look on earth, the nigga said when you look on earth, you see the UPK, the real men of God. No, you're not the real men of God, nigga. Y'all told Israel to take the jab. How the fuck you the men of the Lord and you the prophets, and you told Israel to trust their enemy by taking that fucking jab, man? And my question to you, Yahweh Nah, I don't know what you go by now, but I'm gonna call you what I knew you as. Cause I ain't gonna bring your government up. Cause I know your government name too. That's how much I know you, nigga. I know your government name. I know where your mama stay. That's how much I know you. But I'm asking you. I got a question for you, Yahweh Nah. Did you take the jab? The commanding general Yohana said to take it. So my question to you is, did you take the jab? Yahweh Nah, did you take it? Your commanding general Yohana said to take it. He did a whole video going in talking about take it. Captain Desariak did the same thing on Sarnetta TV. So did you take it? I'm curious. So anyway, the white horse represents the chariot Yahweh Shai is coming in. All right. Pure power. All right. And the bow represent, because Yahweh Shai is not going to have an actual bow. It tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, that he neither lifted up. Let's get it. Let's get that real quick. 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay. Second Ezra chapter 13. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read through it pretty quick till I hit the point. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, Yahushai. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice out of his mouth, Slack and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Now, is the Lord going to be actually talking, or is he going to be shooting laser beams? He's going to be shooting laser beams. We're doing the Lord's talking right now. He came on the earth 2,000 years ago and talked. He left his disciples to talk. Here we are in 2026, the year of apostates, sellouts, and agents, which you niggas are. We're talking on behalf of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. When the Lord returns, he won't do no talking. He gonna get straight to business. Just like when he was Solomon, when he took over the throne as Solomon, when you read that history, he had a hit list that his father David gave him. And that's exactly what he did. He got to putting shit to death. So in this time, he gonna do the same thing. He gonna get them goddamn Romans that pierced him, and all you false prophets that's out here lying on him, lying on his men. He gonna get every last one of y'all, man. Okay. Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it, that white horse. Okay, in Rev.6 and 2. This is the white horse, but it's a UFO, a so-called UFO, a chariot. All right, the father ship. He's going to be in the biggest ship. All right. Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not. This is Ezra, like, man, I didn't see no mountain moved because it wasn't an actual mountain, but it was huge like mountains. Okay. Here in California, it's very mountainous. I actually live right next to the Foothill Mountain. And that mountain itself runs about 67 miles from east to west. Huge mountain. They actually have a freeway that rides along the foot of it. They call it the Foothill Freeway, which is the 210 freeway. All right. It rides actually, and really that mountain's longer than 67 miles. But you could tell where Esau, where he put freeways and pathways through it, he trimmed it down. Because really that mountain range is longer than 60 some odd miles, but he cut into it and did what he did, to create different cities and whatnot along that freeway on the south of it, as well as on the other side of the mountain. Okay. So this huge mountain range that Ezra thought he saw, it wasn't an actual mountain. And the reason I brought up the Foothill Mountain that runs about 67 miles, and the reason I say 60, because that's how long it is till you turn off, whether you go up the mountain or whether you go down that mountain or go off towards another way. It's a span of 67 miles. All right, which is fucking huge compared to us on the earth. So the mountain that Ezra thought he saw, or the chariot that he saw, was huge. It was huge. Okay, that's the white horse that John saw. I'm sorry, that John saw in Revelation the 6th chapter, and he saw Yahweh Shai. He was the one in that ship, on that ship, right? verse 6 again. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not, because it wasn't the actual hill. It wasn't a mountain. What it was a chariot from the heavens. All right. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight, because the Lord gonna make them fight him. You ain't finna do all this wickedness on the earth, talking to you Edomites and all you nations. You ain't finna do what you've been doing to the Lord's people, right? And when the Lord actually show up to defend his people, because the scripture tell you, the Lord shall defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, which the inhabitants of Jerusalem is the elect. All right. When he show up to defend us, you ain't gonna bitch out. He gonna make you fight. That's what you wanted. You wanted to destroy his creation. So come with it. He gonna make you fight him. All right. Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand. Okay. Like I said, he ain't gonna lift up a hand or none of that. He gonna shoot lasers out of the chariot. Okay. He neither lift up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, out of the mouth of the ship, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Watch the movie Independence Day. They actually had that on regular TV the other day. All right. They actually had that on regular, because they getting ready to come with their deception. Esau, Edom. Okay. When you watch the scene when the countdown ended, and the ships, the sparks and tempests was gathering together that laser beam to shoot down to the earth. Okay, that's the best description I can give you, but it's even gonna be greater than that when Yahweh Shai returns, and it ain't gonna take no countdown. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. All right. Now let's go to the book of Revelation, the 19th chapter. All right. The white horse has nothing to do with none of us on the planet Earth. This is Yahweh Shai, and how he's coming to do what he is prophesied to do when he comes the second time. Let me find yep. We're gonna start here at Revelation 19 and 11. This is the precept, and this is what Apostle Tahar said. Revelation 6, you link it up with Revelation 19, right? Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. And that's why it says he's coming to conquer. All right, because it's on at that point. Ain't no more talking. You know, he sent the prophets out there to do the talking. Okay, if you're not with him, you're gonna die. Point blank, period. Verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, because he taken down all nations. You know, Russia's not gonna have a little bit of a rule, Deacon. When Yahweh Shai returns, that's it. That's it. Ain't gonna be nobody ruling the goddamn. Ain't gonna be nothing to rule. When Yahweh Shai, ain't gonna be no economy booming. Ain't gonna be nothing to be sold. Nothing, no money to make when Yahweh Shai returns, man. Especially after he beams up his elect and them nuclear missiles destroy Babylon the Great. Ain't gonna be nothing to do but mourn and deal with the nuclear fallout, the tsunamis, the earthquakes, and all the destruction that's gonna be caused when Yahweh Shai returns, man. While the elect is gonna be up in the heavens, looking down and affrighted and gonna give glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's how bad see, y'all don't understand how bad the destruction gonna be. You niggas, you don't have a godly mind. Nigga, the Lord drowned everybody. He drowned everybody before, besides 8 people. Nigga. And that was called the first death. This nuclear destruction that's coming is called the second death. You think motherfuckers gonna be able to actually go back to regular life after that, nigga? You out of your goddamn mind. If you on this planet Earth after that nuclear destruction, you gonna be in a world of hurt. A world of hurt. You ain't gonna know what the fuck or why the fuck. You have gone through the worst destruction ever known to mankind. And if you're still alive, you're gonna wish to be dead because it's gonna look like what's next? What do we do? And me and the brothers was talking about this yesterday. Time is different in the heavens. Time doesn't exist. So while we're up there, Lord will, myself and the rest of the sincere Akyam, when we're up there receiving the crown from the Lord's head, time ain't gonna stop on the planet. It's not gonna stop on the planet. Y'all gonna be down here. People are gonna be down here. The elite are gonna be down here. Nuclear fallout will be happening. Oceans have gonna be done swallowed up islands. Leviathan gonna be then came and destroyed some shit. The earth will be in ruins. Ain't no telling how long the earth is going to experience that destruction, the aftermath of it, until the elect come back down. Because time is different in the heavens compared to on the earth. We got to go through a whole ceremony of 144,000 men getting a crown on their head and palms in their hand. That ain't going to take 5 minutes. So if you're still on the earth and you're alive, ain't going to be no nation ruling the motherfucking thing. You're gonna be lucky if you be able to find a cracker that's not contaminated by the nuclear fallout. Revelation 19:12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, which is that goes into his reputation. All right. His rep, not his actual name. All right. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God, which that's a title. Because we know his true name. His true name is Yahweh Shai. All right. 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him, the rest of the angels, okay, upon white horses, which are the smaller chariots. All right. Pure power. The angels. You know what I'm saying? Clothed in fine linen, white and clean, pure. All right. Coming to get the elect and to destroy all wickedness on the planet Earth, beginning with Esau, Edom, and then 2/3 of you that will not, that Yahweh shall reign over you, you're going to be destroyed too. Okay? "15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations." We just read about that sharp sword in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. "And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, and treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty." Wait a minute. Didn't this nigga Deacon say there's gonna be some nations that that escape that wrath and just become servants to some crazy shit the nigga said? Well, this is what Yahweh Shah said right here. He said, with that sharp sword, he gonna smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. That's all the nations. You sell out. and he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And that ain't no fucking tattoo, man. It's a part of his garment. All right. That was, draped. You niggas are crazy, man. So anyway, that's what Revelation 6 and 2 is talking about. It has nothing to do with anybody on the planet Earth. All right, because we ain't conquering nothing. What have we conquered? Yahweh. What has the UPK conquered? You niggas ain't conquered a motherfucking thing. You niggas can't even conquer them goddamn beer bellies you niggas got. You can't even conquer that. You ain't conquering the damn thing, man. So let me play a little bit of this. I don't want to keep going in on this loser. You know what I'm saying? But let me let this play a little bit. Let you hear him lie.
Appreciate you coming on here. Come.
Okay, that's his name that they call him there. Thabawan. Well, with us, you was Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? This fake humble shit you pulling over there, man. Nigga, you so fake, man. Nigga, you so fake and you know it. You know it, nigga. This is an internet personality with you. And you using Yahweh Shai as a cloak. Because really, nigga, you don't believe. You really don't believe. Nigga, you couldn't take rebuke. You couldn't take a suspension. You were suspended for 3 months. And this was how many years ago? And your response, and Amawan, if you watching this, bro, Baba Kushar, do your video on this bitch ass nigga. Your response to Amawan, which was your best friend in the world, right? Your response to him after you got the suspension, like, man, I can't, brother's gonna be looking at me funny when I come back, man. I can't take no 3-month suspension. And that's when he told me that, I called you, nigga. And I said, oh, what's your problem? Oh, I don't have a problem. I was like, you sure? Sure you ain't got a problem? You ain't got a problem with this 3-month suspension? And I said, you know what? Hey, don't even come back. That's what I told you, nigga. That's what I told you. Now get on camera and lie, nigga.
Now, before we start, man, I always ask brothers, what's that name mean? What's Thabawan mean?
Thabawan means he understands.
Yeah.
or understanding.
Or
Both.
understanding.
Yeah.
Most High God. That's a solid name.
That's
All
right.
right. Everyone
He
gets
has no
a
understanding.
excellent name in the UPK, man. All right, so let's start here, right? Where you from?
I was born in Los Angeles, specifically the west side of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. And how long was you there before you moved?
Uh, I was born and raised in Los Angeles up until around 13, 14. And then I moved from Los Angeles to somewhere about an hour and a half from Los Angeles. That was more calm. It's known as the
Nigga, the Victorville. Nigga, say the city's name.
high desert.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was my mother's way of moving me away from being
Yeah, cause nigga, the LA, you would have got ate up in the city, nigga. You would have got ate up. You know what I'm saying? They could do as weak as you is, soft as you is, the city would have tore your ass up. You'd have been somebody, you would have been a buster. That was the best thing that happened to you.
uh, exposed to gang life and things like
At 13, living in the city, and I'm gonna attest to that, nigga. I was put on a gang when I was in fucking 4th grade, living in the city. So by 13, 14, you already supposed to be a part of a gang, especially on the west side. And I know exactly what you're talking about on the west side, right? Because my mother was from the west side. And from the same hood your father's from. You dig? See, I know you, bro. And for you to get on this thing and lie on us the way you did, man, that's why it's fuck you, nigga. That's why it's like that. Cause you didn't have to do this, nigga. All you had to do was be real. You know what I'm saying? Say I was, shortcomings, you know, brothers was helping me out, and I just wasn't, I don't know why, but I just couldn't, get right. And then them brothers finally had enough of me, and they brought me to council, cussed me out, suspended me. I kind of, rebutted against that to someone I thought was my friend, and he went and told, and then and that's how it went down, man. And no hardships towards those brothers. Them brothers did me right. I wouldn't be the man I am now if I didn't spend all those years I did with those brothers. If you would have did that, it would have been all good, bro. Cause that's the truth. That's the truth. And that's the truth. But you got up on there, you got up here and you straight up lied on us, man. You straight up lied on us, bro. For no reason. Because you got cussed out one time. One time. When the Elder Monatazak came out here, you was asked that weird ass question about Elder Masha, King David. Just out of nowhere. And then you telling behind brother, I want to know about my king. Like, nigga, you was out of pocket. You was out of pocket. And Elder Monatazak even saw that shit was out of pocket. Nigga, you been off. Wearing shades indoors to hide your eyes, nigga. Because your soul is weak. That's why you wear them shades, man. Because you got a weak ass soul.
of that nature.
Wow, okay. So your mother, she come from a gang life, or your father come from a gang life or something?
Yeah, my mother and my father, who are both from Los Angeles, they both uh, were involved in gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mind me asking, what gangs were they?
My mother was from a blood neighborhood, and my father was from a Crip neighborhood.
30s. Same neighborhood my mother's from. But anyway, let's fast forward.
If you don't mind me, like, so how was your upbringing as a kid? Like, I got you. So okay, now so you moved to the high desert, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Go to the high desert. It's like, turning 16 when I had my first daughter, um, who's 13 now, um, which is crazy. However,
That's that goofy ass laugh he got. And that's an indicator he getting ready to lie.
happened, and that kind of, in a sense, made me more mature.
No, you wasn't. That's a whole motherfucking lie. Let me get to where he get to talking about us.
16,
okay, so he said, "Seek the Most High." That's what he said.
right?
Okay.
What I'm saying. So when he spelled out Yahushai, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds familiar. He said that's Christ's real name.
That's his father he talking about, because his father was a part of the school of Shield of Wisdom. And I spoke to his father on the phone. He actually gave me the phone to talk to his father. All right.
A group that I later got involved with very heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Let me back it up, because here you go.
A group that I later got involved. I went up on YouTube. I just typed in Yahushai, and the first videos I came across was a group that.
And that's how you saw that laugh, right? That goofy ass laugh. That's indicating he getting ready to lie. Let me back it up a little bit more. I ain't gonna do too much longer. I've already been recording. How long? It's already been over an hour and a half. So, but we'll get back. We're gonna,
Before it was booming.
Gotcha.
I went up on YouTube. I just typed in Yahushai, and the first videos I came across was a group that I later got involved with very heavily.
Mm-hmm. What was the group's name?
The name of the group was Great Millstone, or otherwise known as GMS.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
which was us here, Great Millstone, Los Angeles. And you getting ready to lie. That's why that little goofy ass smile, nigga, or that laugh, that's the indicator that a nigga's getting ready to lie. You know?
So you search on YouTube and you run into Great Millstone because you typed in Yahushai.
I typed in Yahushai, and there was a video of their elder Tahar breaking down how Yahushai's name is Yahushai, and the Most High's name is what the Most High's name is, and I was hooked to that.
Yeah. So okay.
So you learn from Great Millstone, nigga.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Is the only group you see
While
you're on your search?
That was the only group I saw.
Okay. So you're listening to them on YouTube. You go on YouTube. You start listening to them. When do you be like, I'm gonna give them a call? Is there another group you went into first, or is that the first group you went into?
That was the first group I ran into.
So how did you get involved? How did you lock in with them?
I just would like not check in, but I would comment on the videos like excellent.
Yeah.
Like great speaking, brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Or I have a question. And so one of their brothers, his name is Mawatazat.
Okay.
Talking about me. So come on live, nigga. Nigga, I was like a father figure to your bitch ass, and you know it.
Matazak or Mawatazat.
What you mean, Matazak or you nigga? You know my name. See, and you seen him smirk. This how you know the nigga gonna lie. Watch.
Great speaking, brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I have a question.
And hey man, this is why it's fuck you, nigga. And I hope that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allow me to run into you so I could tell you to your face. So I can tell you to your face, fuck you. Cause nigga, you know. You fucking fraud, you. Nigga, you slept in my house, nigga. You slept at other brothers' houses. Nigga, I fed you. I came to your rescue.
And so one of their brothers, his name is Moatazak.
Okay.
Matazak or Moatazak. He reached out to me and
You a
responded to
motherfucking
me.
lie, nigga. I ain't never reached out to you. You reached out to me, nigga. I ain't never reach out to you. I ain't even that type of dude. I don't reach out to nobody on YouTube, nigga. So you lying. You reached out to me.
One or the other. We got in contact, and he lives nearby, and he was willing to pick me up and take me to camp
Okay.
to get me involved, and because I said I want to be in the truth, and they were saying that if you want to be in the truth, you have to be in Great Millstone.
And that's your
You a motherfucking lie, man. Nigga. We never said that. If you wanted to be in the truth, you have to be in Great Mill. You are a fucking liar. You lying, nigga. Man, let me get that scripture in Thessalonians, man. You a lying ass nigga. I can't stand you lying motherfuckers, man. What you lying for? Fuck you lying for, man? Your picture should be next to this scripture right here. Revelation 21:8. But the fearful, because you is scary, nigga. You a real scary nigga. In real life, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being, a little scary and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because even the feeble amongst the house of David is gonna be like David. And then it was one point, nigga, you thought you was David, nigga. Why didn't you tell him that? Remember how you was telling Amawan how the spirit told you David, and the brother checks your shit? Now that brother can do a video on that and clarify the whole all of it. But the nigga said the spirit told him David. Nigga didn't come with that shit to us. You know what I'm saying? But the brother Amawan, he see this video, he could speak on that encounter of how that went down. But anyway, Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars. Because you're a liar, nigga. You over here lying for no goddamn reason. So you can get the approval of ISUPK. Nigga, you supposed to be looking for the approval of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And if you would have just told the truth and been a man, the Lord probably had mercy on you. But you a whole liar, man. You a whole lying ass, bitch ass nigga. And I hope and pray I may be out at the grocery store or something, see you in traffic. I hope I run into you so I could tell you to your face, man. I really hope I run into you. And remember, you told me the last time you saw me and I saw you, we was in traffic. And you said the look that I gave you, I'm going to tell you the look that I gave you. Nigga, I was looking through you. I was looking through you, nigga. Because of the punk ass shit. And if we wasn't in the truth, nigga, I'd have hopped out on your ass, nigga. Start from the top again. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars. You're a liar, bro. Shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Because you right here lying. You lying on men that did right by you, bro. We did right by you, nigga. You didn't have nowhere to go. When your mama kicked you out, nigga, who did you come live with? Who was building you up? Brothers got you a job at the college down in Riverside. You was working at the college in Riverside, and what was your excuse? Oh, man, I can't work there, man. I feel like I'm going to fall out the truth. You ain't had no control of your loins. You was mad because heathens was over you. Nigga, heathens is over all of us. I can't work for no heathen. Nigga, we all work for the heathen. That's part of the punishment. You just wanted to be a baby boy. You never wanted to grow up, nigga.
First introduction.
That's my first introduction.
Okay, sorry.
You are a motherfucking lie, bro. That never came out of my mouth or anybody's mouth. Here in Great Millstone. You are a bold-faced liar.
So then you go, he picks you up, you go to camp. Tell me about the experience.
Whew, man. I haven't thought about this in a long time.
Okay.
So I'm around 16, probably going on 17. I'm like in the middle of being 16 or whatnot. And my first experience is being picked up. The brother was brotherly, picked me up, and we go to Hollywood and Highland.
Yeah.
And normally what they would do, you would have to stand outside the camp and, show diligence. But because I was showing diligence weekly, calling, asking questions, and I came off as sincere, which I was, I wanted to follow the Most High.
Yeah.
They just let me right in the camp.
Oh, I got you. So they
let
put
me
you right in there.
Count.
You was in Hollywood and Highland?
Hollywood and
What
Highland.
year is this?
Man, was 2024? It's like 2000 and it's like 2011.
11. Okay. So that was your first experience you get.
Yeah, we Great Millstone tore Hollywood up. So y'all can understand out there. It wasn't ISUPK. It wasn't what's the other group? Zabak and them, because they would come out here and be on Hollywood. We tore Hollywood ass up. We can't even go on Hollywood Boulevard because the police will stop us. We ain't even got to be out there teaching. All right? Great Millstone did that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Tired of you bitch ass niggas, man. You disrespectful ass niggas, man. And nigga, we was brotherly to you the whole time. Up until you got yourself in the hot water. Constantly picking your ass up, dusting you off. Constantly picking you up, dusting you off. Helping you out, sliding you money, doing this, doing that. And you didn't mention none of that in this video, bro. All you was butthurt because we dealt manly with your ass during that council. Suspended you and you was offended. I told you don't come back because you was murmuring to Amawan about the suspension. That's what really happened, bro. I said, you know what? Don't even come back. And then that's when you went to Shield of Wisdom. You could have went to Shield of Wisdom before you got with us because your pops was a part of Shield of Wisdom. And he told you that because you told me. He actually gave you his garment he used to wear that had a blood stain on it. How do I know all this? You fucking phony, you.
Get in there. So now let's fast forward. You're in the Great Millstone.
I'm in Great Millstone.
You're in the Great Millstone. How old are you again? 16, 17.
16, 17.
You had no rank. You wasn't up on no rank or nothing like that. You know, you wasn't even speaking until later, nigga. You had to, you know what I'm saying? You was getting homework. You was getting built up.
All right, and you're in Great Millstone.
I'm in there like
you rocking it out.
I'm in there like every week, every Saturday.
Yeah.
No excuses. Yeah. I'm there. Throughout the week, we're doing videos. Throughout the week, I'm doing homework assignments.
Exactly. And how was you able to get to camp every week? Because you didn't have no car.
Because Tahar would give us homework assignments throughout the week.
Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar did the GMS homeworks, and then we had homeworks on our own.
Right. You got to read 1 Samuel chapters 1 through 10, and then at the end of the week, the camp leader, I'm speaking so in our terms, the camp leader would give us a homework assignment. You're graded on that homework assignment. And I did all my homework assignments. I'm at every camp speaking. Yeah. I'm at every camp. We are downtown now in Hollywood. We moved from Hollywood back to downtown Los Angeles. They was at downtown before I came.
Right.
We was Hollywood first. Hollywood. We went from Hollywood, then we went downtown, then we went back to Hollywood.
We was in Hollywood and Highland. I'm out there for like maybe 2 years, and one day, we out there teaching, and the police and the SWAT surround us, and helicopters are circling us.
Right.
And they're like, basically like, surrender your position, like get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so,
nigga, the SWAT didn't show up. You exaggerating, lying, nigga. It was regular LAPD, Officer Needle Dick, and his cronies. Nigga, stop lying, nigga. The SWAT wasn't there, nigga. Nor was there helicopters. It was a few LAPD black and whites rolled up on us because we was right outside the Kodak Theater. And I remember that day we was going in because they was getting ready to have that award show. I don't know if that award show was going to happen that night or it was coming up, but they had it all decked out because they was getting ready to have the show. And then the stores that was next to, they didn't like us right there because we was doing what we do. And that's when Officer Needle Dick and his cronies rolled up and they said, if y'all don't leave, we're going to arrest all of y'all. So we got up out of there. Nigga, wasn't no SWAT involved, nigga. Do you know what you know what SWAT is? SWAT, they come with the guns drawn, nigga. It was regular LAPD, black and whites, nigga, that rolled up. Wasn't no helicopter either. Now, there was one time, this was back in 2020, where that did happen when we was downtown. They had the bird out there, and they had many cops out there. They had cops on bicycles ready to get us, but the spirit had it to where they didn't fuck with us. But nigga, you lying about this? You just a liar, nigga.
So, that was a day I remember. That just came to my memory right now. Yeah. They circled us, and I want to say they had their guns out.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure
they didn't draw no weapons on us, bro. They didn't draw no weapons on it. They just came and just told us we had to leave. They did come a little aggressive, but wasn't no weapons drawn.
They did, or at least clutching them, and telling us to move. Another incident, we was out in Hollywood just walking around, and the police just hemmed us up, had us against the wall.
Yeah.
While people walking by, I think it was.
And that wasn't on Hollywood Boulevard. That was outside of Hollywood or the next street over.
After camp, we just stayed around.
Yeah, it was the next street over, and they had pulled over the brother because of his tags, took his car. You know what I'm saying? And then we seen Well, I was actually one up against the wall. So now that I'm remembering it, I was one up against the wall, you know, and I remember Elder Barak had came. He had stuff. He said, man, we was bold. Man, we was, hey, man, back then, boy, we was bold as a motherfucker. We still bold, you know, don't get it twisted. But I remember Elder Barak was saying he was telling the police this, y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. He sat the sign down right there. He was like, yeah, y'all don't know who y'all messing with. And they was reading the sign and, you know, looking nervous through the spirit, man.
Walking around in Hollywood or whatnot. But then we moved down to downtown Los Angeles, where they were prior. So it was my first time being in downtown Los Angeles with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, Venice Beach, whatever. But now I'm out there teaching what they teach.
Yeah.
I spoke. I was a speaker. I
go.
read. I was a reader. But
You had to be built up to be that. Don't sit up here and act like that's what it was, nigga. You had to be built up.
Mainly after I started first speaking, I didn't really read that much. I was a speaker.
Got you. So now,
and how because you came up under us.
And what year is this? 2012, 13, maybe?
This is from 11, 12, 13, 14. I want to say up until 2016.
I got you. So you in the GMS for that long, and then of course, the most famous thing I know for them is having a rape breakdown.
Right.
That you can rape women. Can you break that down for me?
So funny thing is,
come on, let's lie, nigga. Come on.
When I first came in, they didn't teach that.
That's always been on the table, and it's not a doctrine that we teach. It's a law.
They didn't teach rape.
No, they didn't teach rape.
When they start teaching rape?
They started teaching rape right about the time I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was you still in there when they did teach rape?
Yeah, we was.
Okay.
So we all kind of learned it at the same time.
So it was a new doctrine.
It was something that maybe they had it in a vault.
Yeah.
They felt like,
yeah,
and then they just put it.
Nigga, it was the law. It's the law. Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, nigga, that's the law. Ain't nothing in the vault, and it's just a see the Most High, and that's the thing. When I met the head of IUIC LA, Judah, that's what he told me his name was. I'm coming out the gas station, and he see me. I don't know who this dude is, but he like, hey man, don't I know you? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, know me from where? He's like, yeah, man, I know you, man. Don't you be like on the TV? I was like, on the TV. I was like, then he pulled his fringes from under his hoodie. And I said, oh, and I saluted the man. I said, hey, how about Shemi Awashai Barakatah? I didn't know what camp he was from or nothing like that. And then he didn't even salute me back in the name. He just, gave me pound or whatever. And then his first thing to ask me was, hey man, why y'all be teaching y'all could rape women? And I'm a little, I ain't gonna lie, I was off some yayan. And I was like, man, we don't teach you could rape women. We just brought out the law. And then his response was, but why even like bring that out though? And the spirit hopped on me. I remember I looked forward and I said, sometimes the Most High will have something come out in the scriptures to separate the real from the fake. And that was the end of the conversation. He said, all right, pounded me up and left. That was it. So a lot of you niggas are offended at the law of the Most High. All right? A lot of you, that's what it is. You're offended. Especially when it comes to that so-called rape law. And when you actually understand that law, that's even better for the woman. And you ain't found one member of Great Millstone being brought up on no rape charges, being brought up on no pedo charges. You ain't got one member. But there's accounts of you other Israelite groups doing some crazy shit, trying to rape a woman. You all remember Ephraimite Gabar? Remember that dude? His woman, y'all niggas was trying to rape that nigga woman. He was on the phone telling her to call the police. Yeah, man, we remember all that. See, but we ain't said nothing, man, because we know Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to justify us, man.
Put it on the brothers.
Do you know how it came about? Or some current event that happened or something?
I think he was just.
It's the law, man. It is the law of the Bible. And it's funny how these same groups, and I'm about to get ready to close it, these same groups that constantly come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, this, that, and the third, the law, the law, the law, the law, the law. Like that white boy. That was like that Edomite that was like, the law, oh, the law, the law, the law, the law. That's how you niggas sound. But then when you actually scrutinize them and go into the law, they get offended. What did Yahweh Shai say? Blessed is he who is not offended in me. Let me get that. And we ain't offended in our Lord and Savior. We ain't offended in none of these words in this book. You know what I'm saying? You niggas are. Okay? Let's get this one here in the book of Luke, the 7th chapter. All right? I'm gonna start at verse 22. Now, this is when John the Baptist, his disciple, which another thing that y'all teach, that John the Baptist fell out the truth. You phony ass, false prophet ass group. Okay? Why the interview didn't ask you about John the Baptist falling out the truth? But anyway, this is John's servants came to ask if he was he whom we should look for. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up a little bit. I'm gonna start at 19. Luke 7 and 19. And John calling onto him, and John calling onto him 2 of his disciples, sent them to Yahushua, saying, art thou he that should come, or look we for another? When the men were come unto him, they said, John Baptist have sent us unto thee, saying, art thou he that should come, or look we for another? And that was John the Baptist. He was using that discernment. Like, man, are you him? Right? And in that same hour, he cured many of their infirmities. So Yahweh Shai showed them. You know what I'm saying? He showed them what's happening. Bad. You understand me? It says, and in that same hour, he cured many of their infirmities and plagues and of evil spirits. And unto many that were blind, he gave sight. Then Yahweh Shai answering said unto them, go your way. He didn't tell them nothing. He showed them the power first, and then he spoke to them. Then Yahweh Shai answering said unto them, go your way and tell John what things ye have seen and heard, how that the blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, and the dead are raised. To the poor the gospel is preached. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. And y'all offended in Yahweh Shai. All you other groups are offended in Yahweh Shai if you got a problem with the law on rape. In the Bible, there's a law on how to handle if a woman is taken by force. Whether she's married or whether she's unmarried, whether she's promised to marry or whether she's not promised to marry. There is a law in the Bible concerning how you would handle that matter. That's all we brought out. It's not a doctrine. Okay? And then you niggas got the nerve to call us pedos. You gonna call King David a pedo? Is King David a pedo? I like I said, I'm like Elder Ariala felt they passed Friday street speaking. I hate you niggas. I love you in the kingdom, but right now I hate you niggas, man, cause you a bunch of phony, false ass niggas, man, hiding behind the camera to make it look like you're something you're not. You ain't shit, and we ain't shit. It's Yahweh Shai, man. But we above you because we have the true doctrine. We know what the mark of the beast is. At one point, you knew, yellow boy. So I'm gonna end it there. I ain't gonna keep going on this clown. But yeah, if you want to, like I said, brothers in the camp that know this man, he's been greenlit. But anyway, hey man, hey, call halal Yahweh Shem Shai. Salakia for the long, video and whatnot. Lord will. You know what I'm saying? This was edifying to the hopeful elect out there. And I'm gonna close it out, man. And we on to the next one. Hey, shalom, shalom.